trigonometry, if you look at the angles, one of the angle is A minus B. The other angle on the right hand side is given by A plus B. Now note that the angles are different. So when the angles are different, we will always have to apply addition formula. Okay, there's a formula on your page 1 of the notes. Now in contrast, right, if your angles are the same, okay, for example, there's a question which is sine A minus B equals to 2 cosine A minus B. What I'm trying to say is that even though you can see that there's a trigo with a bracket that look like the formula, it doesn't mean that you have to use the formula. Now the reason why you do not have to use a formula for this box is because your angles are the same. So when your angles are the same, what you have to do is to change to tangent. And how do we do that? You have to divide by cosine. You got to remember that sine divide cosine will give you tangent. So in this case, when you divide by cosine on both sides, you will get this tangent A minus B equals to 2. Okay? So back to example 3. Now, the angles are different. Definitely, you have to apply addition formula. Okay, straightforward, nothing special. Just apply the formula first. So on the left hand side is a sine as a starter. So when there's a sine as a starter, what you do is you're going to apply the formula. So left hand side, apply the formula for the trigo for sine. So sine formula is a sine, cosine, cosine, sine. And the angle will be AB, AB. So sine first angle, cosine second angle, sine, cosine, cosine, sine. Sine, cosine, cosine, sine. Now for sine as a starter, if it's a minus here, it will be a minus here. Okay, on the other side, there's a 2, right? Now careful here. Whenever there's a number in front, some students will forget that there should be a bracket. Okay, so if the bracket is always safer, okay, again, trigo, this is binomial. So A plus B, you have 2 terms here. So this format resembles addition formula. Let's apply. For cosine as a starter, the format will be cosine, cosine, sine, sine. So cosine minus. Okay, careful. This is a plus, this will be a minus. So cosine, cosine, sine, sine. I'm going to expand out the right hand side first. 2 cosine A, cosine B, minus 2 sine A, sine B. If you look at the question again, they are asking you to find tangent A. Okay, so let's recall. To get tangent, you are supposed to get sine over cosine first. Now, the moment where you have applied addition formula on both sides, maybe let me write down here. The moment where you have applied addition formula on both sides, the technique is always to divide by cosine A, cosine B, okay, which I'm going to do now. Maybe let me carry your left hand side forward so it's easier for you to see. Sine B. Okay, so I'm going to apply the formula now. So I'll divide by cosine A, cosine B. So I'll put a remark here. You either write down divide by cosine A, cosine B. This is the first presentation. Okay, divide by cosine A, cosine B. You either write this down or you shall put it underneath. Okay, maybe let's do that. I'm going to erase this statement first. So I'll basically write down division by cosine A, cosine B. Okay, if you're a more visual person, you may need that to visualize how to do the cancellation later. Okay, let's do the first sharing. Okay, let's do this sharing. So if you look at the yellow color component, so once you divide, your cosine B will cancel out. Once the cosine B cancel out, you're left with sine A over cos A. Sine A over cos A, that is a tangent A. Okay, so this is obtained from the yellow color component. Okay, next I'm going to do the green color component. So green color component, your cosine A will cancel out. You're left with sine B over cosine B. Sine B over cosine B is tangent B. Repeat same procedure for the other side. Okay, let's look at the yellow component first. So yellow component, cosine A, cosine B will actually cancel out. Okay, what is left is the 2. Okay, next I'm going to look at the green color component. So green color component, your sine A over cosine A, that's the first story. Sine A over cosine A is tangent A. Sine B over cosine B, that's tangent B. Your job is to be able to obtain tangent A and tangent B. So of course tangent B is the same thing. Tangent B is basically your sine B over cos B. It's a very simple question, straightforward. It's a very common question. The moment you apply addition formula, high chance they will get you to get tangent out from your procedure. And to get tangent, the technique is to divide by cosine A cosine B. Back to algebra, I'm supposed to get tangent A, right? Okay, let's look at the terms that contain tangent A first. Okay, let's bring the terms that contain tangent A to one side, back to your normal Sec 2 algebra. Okay, let's shift this 2 tangent A, tangent B over. So 2 tangent A, tangent B. On the right hand side, the 2 here will remain. Your negative tangent B shift to the other side becomes plus tangent B. And I say again, you're supposed to get tangent A, so I shall factorize out tangent A. The next step will be my answer. So I'm going to shift my bracket to the right hand side. So I'll get 2 plus tangent B divided by 1 plus 2 tangent B. Okay, it's a very common question type.